All right, if you feel like your teen is chronically online, there's a new class to help them put down the cell phones. Later this month, the Parenting Center at Manning's Family Children's will be teaching teenagers how to balance their social media use. Now, Haida Winston is one of the teachers. She is working with the Parenting Center to explain with us this morning what that really looks like. You know, every time you turn around, a kid has a phone in their face. Let's start with, what is that doing to them?
A lot.
Yeah.
So first, we need to acknowledge that we live in a world where almost every teen, 95% of 13 through 17-year-olds are on their phones a lot. They're online daily. They're looking at social media, TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, upwards of 4 hours every day. That's a lot. So that has, of course, a big impact on often their mental health. Especially for girls, it can be really challenging to be on social media because it affects their self-image, their body image. Cyberbullying is a concern. Sleep habits, you know, a lot of teens stay up very late looking at their phone. They have trouble falling asleep. They have to get up early for school. It's not a lot of hours left to get some good sleep.
You know, as a community partner teaching this class at the Parenting Center, what can folks expect from this?
They can expect from this class to learn how to live with social media and their phones in a more healthy, meaningful, constructive way, because it is just the reality that we're living in, so we need to learn how to navigate and balance.
I think you said it right, living with it instead of letting it live you.
Correct. It's all about taking that control back.
And what are some simple things that parents can really do today, this morning, for their kids who may be going off to school? You know they're going to have the phone with them.
Well, it's a longer process,
Yeah.
so there needs a lot of communication needs to happen about the risks and the responsibilities that come with having access to the world, and the world in many ways having access to you and your teen. And then what I think are some really good ground rules at home are having phone-free spaces in your home. In my home, it's the bedrooms. They're device-free. And then setting time limits, you know, saying this time window, phones are off limits. Certainly at the dinner table, that would be my number one recommendation, no phones ever. And then making room for breaks, you know, going for a family walk, sitting down, playing a board game, talking about the day, and really doing that as a family, not expecting the teen to just do the right thing on their own, but really everyone being on the same page.
Do you find that in today's age, we're at that point, it's kind of like a new thing, right? The parents didn't grow up with this. And so these kids are really the first generations where this is happening.
That's right. Yes, and that's very challenging because you do have that culture clash, right? You have the parents who had a very different childhood that was much more real world, play-based, and now you have these teens who grew up with this, like you said. And so that leads to, you know, some friction. But what we're seeing now is I think that teens are actually getting closer to viewing social media and phones the same way as their parents, with the same sort of caution. We're seeing more of that.
Making classes like this so informational. Appreciate you being with us, Haida Winston. If you missed any of those details, of course, the Navigating and Balancing Social Media event going to be August 23rd. There's a number of other classes that you and your kid can also take at the Parenting Center. For more information, we do have a link on our website for you right now at WWLTV.com.